opposition party. You had former Vice President Biden in the Oval Office just before the inauguration talking about the Logan Act. And later, the Logan Act was weaponized and used against Lieutenant General Michael Flynn in a way that was so unfair and a grave miscarriage of justice. But you have Obama and Biden who get away with this, but yet we need to go investigate President Trump. It really is quite nonsensical. Yes.
Thanks, Kayleigh. In President Trump's tweets about the Supreme Court decisions this morning, he said he thinks the court treated him differently than it would have treated other presidents. So does he think this was a political decision by the Supreme Court, or that politics or personal views somehow entered into their legal reasoning?
So I think you were referring to the tweet about broad deference, and what he was trying to note there, what he was noting was just that there should have been further deference to this notion that I read by Alexander Hamilton and others of absolute immunity to allow the executive and the president to do the very important job of protecting this country and all the other tasks given to a president of the United States.
The Supreme Court gives a delay ruling that they would never have given for another president.
Yeah, and I would also point you, with regards to that, I think Justice Alito hit on this. He said in the Clinton case, for example, the court held that a sitting president could be sued in federal courts, but the court took pains to reserve judgment on the question of whether a comparable claim might succeed in a state tribunal. Any direct control by a state court over the president, the court observed, might raise concerns about protecting federal officers from possible local prejudice. So that is to say that even back in the Clinton case where federal court prosecutions were green-lighted, they gave their grave reservations for a state court proceeding of this nature. So I think he was noting the distinguishing features there. Yes?
I'd like to ask a clarifying question from something that was said earlier. The president, you said, would like to see more conservative justices.